Alright guys, so today we're going to go through the process of how we can make this floating bottom navigation bar in Flutter. So this is a custom sort of a bottom navigation bar. You just customize it, and as you can see, we are able to change through pages. So we're going to do this with this basically 77 lines of code, of which is so easy. So I'll show you how we can do this. So with that said, let's get into it. All right, so to get started, I've created a brand new Flutter app, and in it, I'm just returning a pages screen. So I've created a folder called pages. Then in that folder, I've created a file called pages screen, and this is just basically returning a blank scaffold. As you can see, the screen is just white. So what we have to do in here is, so this is where our navigation will be. So in here, the first thing we're going to create is a variable to track the current index. So say current index, then we set it to 0 for each to get the first index value. So here we're going to have a list of widgets. So we're simply going to say final, then say list. I can't spell. And say widgets. Then in here we're going to call it pages. Okay, there's a typo here. Okay, so pages. Then we do this. So here we're going to have the widgets. So the first widget we're going to have is it's going to have a value of home. Say home screen or home page. Then we just simply come here. Okay, let's just wrap this entire widget inside the center widget. So say center. Then we give it a child. Then the child is going to be that widget we created on top there. Then we just remove this comma. Then we add another comma there at the end. Then we can copy this down a couple of times. Okay. So here, let's try to ignore this so that it becomes clear for you to see. Okay, I've removed all the blue squiggles. So the next thing is we're going to come in here inside the scaffold. It's a body. Then the body is we're going to give it the pages. So pages. Then in here we're going to give it the current index. So we'll do this current index. So if we were to load this, okay, as you can see, it's getting the home page. So if we change this to 1, it will get the value on the second index. So, okay, so it's giving the same value because we haven't changed the names here. So simply give this one as a search page. Then here you can give it a profile. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, so as you can see, so here we'll take it back to 0. We don't want to confuse you. So down here, the next thing we're going to have is the bottom navigation. So bottom navigation bar. Then here we're going to have the bottom navigation. So simply say bottom navigation bar. Then the items, we're going to give it a list of items. So let's format that. Let's bring it here so that it's easier for you guys to read. So here, we're going to come in here. Then the first thing is we're going to have an icon. So simply say icon. But before we do that, let's remove this. We have to add a bottom navigation item. So this one is going to have an icon. Say icon. Then in here, we're simply going to say icons dot. This is going to be home. Okay, then we give this icon some size. So we're going to give it the size of 40. Okay, so let's try to format this. All right, so we're going to have 2 more items. So we just simply copy this. Okay, then here, this is the second bottom navigation item. So this is going to be search. So simply get a search icon. So here, simply go to say search. Okay. Then here, this is going to be the profile. So we give it an icon of person. Then again, we have to go here. So here, I haven't formatted this one. So okay, let me just format it as well so that it looks a bit tidy. So move it on the next line. So here, we're going to have the label. Okay, but we have to put the label outside the icon properties. So come outside here and simply say label. Then the label for the first icon is good. The first navigation item is going to be home. Then we can just simply copy this and paste it on the others as well. So we can come here outside the icon properties. Then this will call it search. Then down here outside the icon, then we paste it there. Then this is going to be profile. So then we can come here inside the bottom navigation before the items. So here we're going to say the selected icon theme. The selected item color. So here the color that will be selected, the item that will be selected. So the items I'm currently referring to are these items in here, the bottom navigation items. So we're going to give it gray. Then we give it a darker gray of 800. Okay. Then with colors. All right. So then the next thing is we have to set the color for the unselected ones. So say if it says unselected, not that. Unselected item color. So the unselected item colors will be, let's say they're just going to have gray. So say colors gray, just like that. Then in here, the next thing is we're going to have an elevation. So an elevation, we simply just going to give it 0. So let's go on the next thing. So the next thing is we're going to have the current index. So the current index, we're just going to give it the current index. Then the next thing is we're going to have the on top. Okay, so the on top is going to have an index. So inside here, we're going to have a set state. So this is currently going to give us an error. So we have to convert this to a stateful widget. So you can just simply go there, then come here and say convert to stateful widget, and let's go back there. So that error is gone. So here we're simply just going to say current index. We set it to the index. Then give it a semicolon here at the end as well. Then the last thing is we can simply just come here and just give it the background color. So you can see background color, then we give it a color of white, colors.white. Then let's try to reload this and see what we have. So there we go. This is what we have so far. So now we're going to come down here on the bottom navigation bar. Okay, we're simply just going to wrap this inside the widget. So let's wrap it with the widget. So the widget we're going to wrap this with is a clip rect. So a clip rect, then we just simply come down here and give it a border radius. So it's a BR, then give it a border radius dot circular. Then we're going to give it a border radius of 25. Okay, so let's see what we have. But as you can see on the screen, the background seemed like it was white, but it wasn't completely white. So as we can see, this has revealed the color of the background color. So we're going to change the background color of the scaffold. So we'll give it a background color. You will see colors.white. So we have a uniform color here. so that it can have that floating bottom navigation bar view. So there. So the next thing is we're going to wrap this clip rect inside a container. So wrap with the container. So inside the container, we're going to have a decoration. So the decoration will simply say box decoration. Okay, so here, the first thing is we're going to have the color. So colors dot white. Okay, let's go to the next thing. So we're going to have the border radius next. So border radius, simply just going to give it the same border radius as the clip rect. So we can just simply copy it here to save time. And we just paste it right there. Okay, so in here, the other things that we're going to have inside the container. So the other thing that we're going to have is the box shadow. So box shadow, then we can simply say we give it this. Then we say box shadow inside here, box shadow. Then the first thing that we're going to have inside the box shadow is the color. So color dot we give it a color of black. Then we say with opacity. So here, this is important. So say with opacity, then we can give it an opacity of 0.3. Then we go on the next thing. So the next thing is we're going to have the spread radius, and we're just simply going to give it 3. Then we're going to give it a blur radius. The blur radius is going to be, let's give it 10. Then we give it an offset. So this simply creates a box shadow. So we say offset. Then we say offset. We're going to do this. So here in the x-axis we give it 0, and in the y-axis we give it 3. So okay, let's see what we have. All right, so far so good. So the next thing is, as you can see, it's reaching the edges. So we can simply just come here on the bottom navigation. So we just simply have to nest this container that we're making inside the padding. So in here, we're going to give it the padding of, let's give it 16. Let's go there. So there we go. This is how easy you can make this. So as you can see, it's able to switch through pages. Okay, and yeah, don't forget to like the video, guys. So this is how easy you can do this. And yeah, with all this said, I'll see you in the next video. And if you like me making this sorts of short videos, you can let me know in the comments. So yeah, see you.